Hello folks, it's Nana GL54 Janet. Hello. And I wanted to show you something that I'm working on. Okay, so when Natasha came and to my house, and Natasha Minashka on YouTube, and we played with making faux cupcakes and cakes and stuff and donuts. She kept saying, "Oh my gosh, this is Marie Antoinette. This is Marie Antoinette," about all her little cakes and things. So then we decided to do Marie Antoinette, like a kind of like a swap between us, where we make for each other, and we're going to make pages for a book and things like that. But I also gave her, I had these vintage doll heads. I had two of them. They just look a little bit different, but really they're mostly exactly alike, almost. So, and they were plain. There was nothing on them. So I lost my mojo for making stuff, and I was going through from project to project, playing with things, trying to get it back. And so I looked at the doll, and all of a sudden, and Natasha had me on Pinterest looking at everything Marie Antoinette. So of course that's where my mojo came in. So I just started playing with fabrics, and I thought, well, I can hot glue things on, and if I don't like it, I can heat up the glue and take it off. So this is what I came up with so far for the top of her dress. I'm still working on it. It's a work in progress. And then there was a hole in there, and what I used was a gem, one of those dangle gems, and I put the smallest half up inside and left this protruding so I could stick it down in. Okay, so then I had these two. I've had these for a very long time. I bought them a while ago in a Goodwill or a thrift store, and there were two of them. They were like $1 a piece or something, so I bought them, and I've been using them to display my dollies, my old, junky dolls, just to sit around and look creepy or whatever, like steampunk kind of thing. I've been, sitting my dollies in them. But I decided I would use the tallest one for Marie. So the little one goes over there, and Marie's going to go over here. So what I did was I took a vintage napkin, and I cut a big circle, and I made a circle, a smaller circle, the same size as this, out of foam core, and I glued it in here. And this is like play, like work as you go, or we call it create as you go, because I really should have done it differently, and I still might take it apart. But in those dresses, in the Marie Antoinette dresses, everything is poofed out except the front. The front is very flat, and and a lot of times their dresses will come down in a V in the front. So I'm trying to play with this, and I shoved all the stuffing toward the back. Sorry if I'm moving a lot of stuff, but I shoved all the stuffing toward the back, and then I shoved this in here. Okay, so I shoved that in there. Hold on, let me shove it. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, and I'm not working on a solid surface, so. And then I took this, is from a bed skirt. Hold on. This is from a bed skirt. I cut off the bottom of a bed skirt. It's got the white fabric that goes on the box spring, and then it had this hanging down. And all of this fabric I split with Natasha, so she's got some of everything that I'm using. And so I gathered it up. I left it really long because I don't know how long I want it. I gathered it up. Hold on. Everything's falling. And I am going to put the skirt around like this. Like this. Okay. It's going to fit around her waist, but there's going to be an opening. And I wasn't going to do this video. I was going to surprise, Nat. But I want her to see how I'm doing it, because, it might help her in when she does hers. So I'm trying to push all of the poofiness to the back. And then she will go on here like this. like that. And then she's going to have other skirts underneath this skirt. So that's what I have so far. And yeah, so I just thought I'd come and show you that. Really any kind of, even looked at, I have a tall narrow clutch that I was going to use, and that would work too. So I don't know. So I just wanted to show you guys kind of like the process. And with this was super simple. Just found some lace, and you know their stuff always showed. You know, they just covered the nips. So I just took the tiniest lace that I could find and did that part there. And so, everything is hot glued except for the sewing on this here and the gathering sewing on this here. So, yeah, I'll let you go. And this is what I'm working on. I've got a migraine, so I got to wait a little while, and maybe I'll work on it some more. And we'll talk to you guys later. God bless. Bye.